Welcome everybody, how are you? Today we are going to talk about lesson 7. We will solve with 7 from unit 1. Okay, look with me here. Number 1, complete the following. Number 1, the multiplicative inverse of the number square root of 3 plus square root of 2 in parentheses in the simplest form is. First, we will solve it. We want to find the multiplicative inverse. The multiplicative inverse of this 1 over square root of 3 plus square root of 2. It's the multiplicative inverse. We must find the result in the simplest form by multiplying the conjunct number of square root of 3 and square root of 2 will be square root of 3 subtract square root of 2. Okay, we can find in the simplest form by multiplying the conjunct number from denominator. This expression, square root of 3 plus square root of 2, conjunct number will be square root of 3 subtract square root of 2, and then we can find the result by multiplying numerator and numerator. Square root of 3 subtract square root of 2 over square root of 3 multiply square root of 3 equal 3, subtract square root of 2 multiply square root of 2 equal 2. The result will be square root of 3 subtract square root of 2 over 1. The result will be square root of 3 subtract square root of 2. Okay, so it's the multiplicative inverse of the number square root of 3 subtract square root of 2. Number 2, the rectangle whose dimensions are square root of 3 plus 1 centimeter and square root of 3 subtract 1 centimeter has an area space. We know area of rectangle equal length times width. So the result will be square root of 3 multiply square root of 3 equal 3 multiply by negative 1 and the positive 1 will be negative 1. So we can find the result about extremes and means. Okay, extremes and means we will find the result will be 0. So square root of 3 plus 1 multiply square root of 3 subtract 1 equal 3 subtract 1 equal 2. Okay, it's the difference of two squares such that we know x power 2 subtract y power 2 equal x subtract y multiply x plus y. It's easy for you. It's the difference of two squares. So we must find the result by times first to first and second to second, and we write negative between them because it's a conjunct number. So we write 2 here. Question number 3, the closed interval from 1 to 5, we will cancel the set of 1 and 5, so we will open it here 1 and 5. It's okay. Question number 2, letter A, if x equals square root of 5 plus square root of 3 and y equal 2 over 5 plus square root of 3, find the value of x power 2 subtract 2x multiply y plus y power 2. We know this expression will cancel the median here by write square root of x and square root of y, and we write the sign here and we will write power 2 out on the parentheses. It's okay. So first we can find the result about y in the simplest form. Y we have 2 over square root of 5 plus square root of 3, so we can simplest y by multiply by conjunct of the denominator. The conjunct of denominator square root of 5 subtract square root of 3 square root of 5 subtract square root of 3. So we can find the result here, 2 multiply square root of 5 subtract square root of 3 over 5, because square root of 5 multiply square root of 5 equal 5, subtract square root of 3 multiply square root of 3 equal 3, 5 minus 3 equal 2, we will cancel it. So we have x and y. X equals square root of 5 plus square root of 3, and y will be square root of 5 plus, or subtract square root of 3. So we have y and x. He want to find x subtract y in parentheses to power 2. We know this properties about this expression. This expression x power 2 subtract 2xy plus y power 2 equal x by subtract y in parentheses to power 2. So we can find the result here, x subtract y to power 2 equal, we write the expression of x square root of 5 plus square root of 3 subtract y, we write square root of 5 subtract square root of 3, and we will close this parenthesis. We will write square root of 5 plus square root of 3 subtract square root of 5 plus square root of 3. We will cancel the square root of 5 with square root of 5. Square root of 3 plus square root of 3 equal to square root of 3. It's the result about x subtract y to power 2, or expression x power 2 plus 2 multiply x multiply y plus y power 2. The result will be 2 square root of 3. 2 square root of 3. Question number B. Letter B here. Find the shape of an interval Find the shape of an interval using the number line -1 to 1, open interval, union, or interval from 2 to infinity. We must draw number line here, and we will determine the two interval in it. It's 1 and 2. First, from negative infinity here to 1, it will be opened here interval, and this from 2 open to infinity. You want to find the union between two interval. Look at with me. We want to find the interval from negative infinity to 1 to the interval to infinity. We have three numbers from negative infinity to infinity, but we will cancel this interval, so the result will be r subtract interval 1 and 2 closed. It will be closed, okay, because we cancelled all numbers between 1 and 2. Okay, it's easy for you. Again, he want to find the union. We have all numbers in number line without this interval, so we cancel it by negative. Write negative here, real number subtract closed interval from 1 to 2. Thank you, my students. It's easy for you. You must write it in your notebook and study hard and look at all questions and solve it with yourself. Okay, you must solve all these questions again with yourself to understand all questions. Thank you, my students. Goodbye.